today we're going to visit the farm of another member of the Dexter community. We're actually headed there to borrow their bull, for reasons we explain in this other video. But we had such a good experience, we wanted to share it. I think there's a lot to learn from their farm. So let's go ahead and introduce, what was it again?
McDavis farm.
In 2008, when the whole market crashed, is when I got a desire to get my own farm.
All right.
Yeah. I had no idea what I was getting into. I
started with
first
chickens.
of all.
Our first animal was chickens.
That was the gateway.
We had 3 chickens.
Always. And then it's just grown from there, huh?
Yeah,
Cool.
and that was in house. And then we bought this about 8 years ago.
Yeah,
And
this
a
is
ton
really
of beef and goat.
So you got pigs and goats and cows and chickens. And ducks? What are your favorite animals?
Can I have 2?
Sure.
Pigs and cows.
Okay. Why is that?
They're easy.
And a least favorite?
Oh gosh, anymore my goats have been my least favorite. I never thought I'd say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have always thought that I would have goats would have a place on the farm. And then I got my cows.
Those ears?
They're cute. Look at its eyeball.
Yeah. I love that your kids are also super engaged. Though.
Like
Fun. Your older son, I just remember like he knew everything that was going on. And
He is all about it.
That's Freckles.
In certain seasons, things may work, and other seasons, things may not. So you just kind of go from there, figuring out what works and what stays in best and what doesn't.
in several of these videos, you'll notice a swath of bare trees in the background. Just 4 months ago, they faced quite a scare as a wildfire approached their homestead. I'll let her videos from the time tell the story.
Thanks to some amazing people who showed up, we were able to get all of the animals but our 2 pigs out. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's reached out. This is our field. Amazing how it looks still there. Still there. Everything's still standing. Still standing. So you can see where it came down on the edge right there.
What would you do different if you were to go back and do it all again?
Not get rid of all our sheep and goats.
I got rid of everything because it was too much. I wouldn't do that again. Like, I gave them away, and I wouldn't do that again.
We had, I think,
We had
over 30
30
head of sheep and lots of goats.
Were they all meat sheep? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gave them away just because I couldn't do it. And so I would start out, I wouldn't do goats. I wouldn't do goats again. I would start out with cows.
Now, what made you decide to go with Dexter?
The versatility of them. They, from what I understand and what I've read, is that their milk is comparable to a Jersey, but for our small family, we don't need all of that milk.
Sure.
And so I can get a lot more meat off the Dexter as well versus the Jersey.
Sure.
And they're small. For my fences, I needed small. I knew nothing about cows at that time, and it was when Corona first hit, and I was like, I want a cow. My husband's like, okay, and I was like, because he said no cows ever. And now we're getting rid of the goats tomorrow. I started with the Dexter, and then I went to the Jersey because I found one, and she was a bottle baby.
Well, your Dexters are like exactly what we thought Dexters were and what we hoped we were buying when we get Dexters. I love the size of yours, and the temperaments are amazing. And I think that's because you've put a lot of work into working with them. But
She's just a great cow because we haven't put in a lot of time. I haven't had the time, but what time I have put into her has been great.
So to take just a minute, let's talk about what a Dexter is and isn't. Behind me, we have a half Dexter, half mini Jersey named Daisy. Beside her is Rochelle's pure Dexter, and he's about the same size. They're about the same age. Chocolate here is a little bit older. She is also a pure Dexter, and you can see there's a massive size difference. Chocolate is registered, he's not. Registration really has little to do with it. When you're shopping for a Dexter, I really suggest that you take a strong look at what kind of a Dexter you're looking for and the herd that they come from, because there's a huge range in what Dexters are, their size, and even their temperaments. We sure are happy to have this little guy visiting us. He is just such a sweetheart. Hi. Oh, are you jealous? I'm sorry. This is Allie and we like her, but even though he's a bull, I am a lot more nervous being around her than I am being around him. Allie is also a pure Dexter, and weighing in around 850 pounds, she's about twice his size.
Yeah. My favorite is the tiniest one and it's small.
We got a male pig, and we named him Wilbur. Mean, big. He's terrible. Yeah, we put him out in the field. Anyways, when we were heading home from church the next day, down about a mile past church, Mom spotted him and was like, "Is that my pig?" And so we all got out and we chased him all the way up and down these mountains.
5 farms. 5 farms.
5 farms. And then we were all the way up on top of that hill. I started hailing. We quit. We'll get him a different day. Well, we get down to the road.
And he was walking down.
And he was in the field. He climbed down the hill with us. And we got him in the barn. Well, it was a chicken coop barn, so there was a hole in the thing, like a little latch.
And you just went
right
back
out of that.
So I get home. Now I have 2 neighbors calling me and said, "Are you guys missing a pig?" Yes, we are.
Like, that's a big pig.
So he made it into our freezer.
Oh, yeah.
And this is our other amazing.
I got to catch one in my hand.
We've learned a lot over the last couple years working our mid-century hobby farm,
We've grown, and so has our herd and flock.
but we still try to affordably increase our self-reliance while ensuring we and the kids are having fun.
Every day we find there is still more to learn.
So subscribe to join us on the journey.